Good morning, everyone. My name is Fred Hess. I'm Vice President of Driver Licensing for ICBC. And it's my pleasure today to be joined by the Honorable Kash Heed, Minister of Public Safety and Solicitor General. We also have joining us a wonderful British Columbian, Gary McBride. I'd first like to invite Minister Heed up to the podium to tell you more about today's exciting announcement. Minister?
Good morning. Thank you very much, Fred. Just want to make mention, not only am I the Solicitor General, I'm also the MLA for this riding, which the school is located in. So it's a pleasure to be here this morning. It's a pleasure to see so many enthusiastic students here, and the media as well. When our government changed the rules for new drivers 6 years ago, the idea was to enhance safety for new drivers and create a better peace of mind for their parents. The graduate license program has always been a balance of caution and practicality, and it continues to evolve, guided by research and by evidence-based results. Today I am here to make an announcement about the graduate licensing program, and that is, this system works. It's as simple as that. This system works. The GLP was introduced in August 1998 to reduce the number of crashes involving new young drivers. In the first 3 years of the GLP, the new driver crash rate dropped by 16%. That's good, but in my mind, it wasn't and it is not good enough. In spite of the more rigorous process to get a new license, new drivers were still more likely to be involved in crashes compared to experienced drivers. In 2003, we enhanced the graduate licensing program. Among other things, the learner stage was extended from 6 to 12 months, and the novice stage from 18 months to 2 years. Before 2003, a novice could drive with as many passengers as there were seat belts in the vehicle. And as you will hear later today, that led to some very, very tragic and upsetting results. Today, the number of passengers a novice can drive without an adult supervisor in the vehicle is limited to one non-family member. To be certain that these changes worked, an enormous amount of data was analyzed, and this data continues to be analyzed by experts in the field. The results so far have exceeded expectations. In the first 3 years of the enhanced graduate licensing program, which was 2004 to 2006, the crash rate for new drivers dropped an additional 28%. Good, but in my opinion, not good enough. That's more than 17,500 fewer crashes involving our new drivers, translating into 4,000 fewer crashes resulting in injuries, and 31 fewer fatal crashes. Good, but not good enough. In October, this government introduced more changes to reduce fatalities on our roads in British Columbia. Starting this January, all drivers will be prohibited from using handheld cell phone and handheld devices while driving. However, we know from our own research that young drivers are twice as likely to be killed or injured in motor vehicle crashes because of their inexperience behind the wheel. As well, their use of electronic devices is significantly higher than the average person, and that combined with their inexperience makes this group even more vulnerable. So in order to ensure their safety, drivers in the graduate licensing program will face further restrictions than licensed drivers and will be prohibited from using hand-free cell phone and other electronic devices while driving. That too may cause a little bit more groaning. But I'm confident parents appreciate it, considering the fact that cell phone use while driving is the #1 cause of distracted driving accidents in this province. On average, approximately 117 people die each year in BC because someone was not paying attention while behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. A life saved is not just a statistic. It is a son or a daughter. It is a student, an apprentice, or even a hockey fan. Each life saved is an opportunity for someone to enjoy the wonderful things that life has to offer in British Columbia.